Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day. Kicking it off, folks. It's time for a little lunchtime fun, Monday to Friday, with your host, yours truly, Tony O. And thank God it's Friday, folks, and we're ready for the holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, folks. Hope you guys got some plans to go out and celebrate with your family and friends, go out and support live entertainment, local establishments, get out of town, get in your car, drive somewhere, go somewhere, come to the Thirsty Parrot on Sunday in Lake Como and watch Ocean and the band. Anyway, it is a great day, folks. It is Friday, May 23rd, and we're ready for another great show. So sit back, put your seatbelt on, and let's go to work, baby. That's what's it is what it is, right, folks? As we say, I'm glad you guys are joining us today on a beautiful Memorial Day weekend, Friday, May 23rd. And let's get right to business because we got some good business with our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, folks, with two brand new locations, Fox River Grove, Illinois, and now Richmond, Illinois, folks. That's right. Ace has got a great plans and great way to save money, especially for the holiday weekend. Scotch Naturescapes color enhanced mulch. That's 3 bags just for $9.99. The best deal of the season, only for Ace Rewards members. Save $50 on a Blackstone 2-burner grill, only $2.99, down from $3.49, and 25% off Blackstone grill accessories. Grill your Ace off for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, folks. And save 10% when you buy 3 or more assorted seasons and rubs. Save $100 on a new Tangier Woodridge grill. That's including Wi-Fi, folks. Normally $799.95, now on sale at Ace for $699. For even more savings, customers can download the Ace Rewards app, link it to their Ace Rewards. They will earn an instant $10 coupon with every purchase. That's our friends from Ace Hardware. Tell them to grill your Ace off. And today, Saturday, at the Norwich the Norwich and the Des stores, they have the free barbecue, folks. That's right, if I'm correct. Free hot dogs, brats, burgers. Get into that parking lot, have some great festive food, and go into Ace and buy. Grill your Ace off with Ace Hardware, celebrating Memorial Day, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Ace is the place. Oh, my God. I'm excited today. Now, normally you people work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You got a whole weekend off. Some people might be taking Friday off. Some people might even took yesterday off. 4-day, 5-day weekend. You can relax. Don't have to go back to work till Monday. It doesn't work that way in my business, folks. We work all the time. And speaking of work, I want to thank everyone who came out last night to Positano's in Oak Brook. What a bash. What a jumping bash. It was so much fun to see everybody out there last night. I want to first start off by saying thank you to Frank and Bill and the staff at Positano's in Oak Brook off 22nd Street. And great to see all of my great friends there. I want to thank Mike Pappas, of course, and Connie and Mary. And thank you. I want to thank Carol and Gina. I want to thank Louis Pipes. Great job, Louis. You did last night, brother. Kathy Mandelli. Great seeing Wendy Thompson from Imperialux. It was the who's who last night. And, of course, Lisa P. doing an incredible job, as always, and Jerry Jumpin' Jams. So it was a great, successful night. And Postatanos made their announcement yesterday that they're opening their new location in Wheaton, Illinois. That's right, Wheaton, Illinois, June 4th. But next week, you can go out to Positano's not only in Oak Brook, but you can go to the one in Wheaton. And Wheaton, folks, is not dry. It is open. It's booze. You can drink in Wheaton, even though some people still think you can't. Wheaton, congratulations to Positano's in Wheaton, June 4th, the brand new location. So it's a good day. Let's see who's watching on this beautiful festive day. Jerry Jams, we'll see you in a couple hours at the Red Cliff there. Kathy Eppolito, boy, a little clarity. Billy Joel did not cancel his concert schedule for political reasons. He and canceled his concert for medical reasons. Okay. Well, you know what they say, boy. One side of the story, second side of the story, somewhere in between is the middle. So maybe it could have been a little bit of both. But there you go. Yes, the plane crash in San Diego. Our prayers go out to that plane crash that did happen in San Diego, according to ABC News. Ryan Lewis, thank you for that. Two people dead, ladies and gentlemen. Even the music executive producer, Dave Shapiro, was one of the people who died on that plane crash in San Diego. Our prayers go out to everyone. Just horrible. Buddy, going to come tonight for a bit. No dancing yet, but coming for dinner. Well, buddy, I'm glad to see you, buddy. Carol, great seeing you last night. Wheaton, June 4th. Yeah, we just mentioned that, Jerry. That's good. Kathy Eppolito, Ryan, again, boy, thank you. Albert, what's going on, guys? Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. That's an 8 o'clock hit with Daryl Armanstad. And tomorrow we're going to keep the party going at Bellagio in Roselle with the main event band. Danny Ramundi returns, Tony Toto. That's a 7:30 hit. And then Sunday we're going to keep the party going in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Lake Como, the Thirsty Parrot. It's a great little place. Nice patio outside. We're going to be there, folks. Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto, yours truly. That's from 2 to 5 Sunday. Help us celebrate Memorial Day weekend. And hello, Jill from Indiana. How are you doing? Gina, how are you doing? And I want to do a big shout out to Gina's daughter, Gianna, celebrating 20 years old. Gianna can almost go out and drink. Still got a year. Still got a year before you can drink illegally. But happy birthday. To have a great weekend, Gina and your family. God bless for that. So interesting. I want to thank my good buddy Tommy. The Frenoi just came out. Frenoi is an Italian magazine with Steve Aguilera on there, former lead singer of Journey for a couple years. But Tommy came by last night. Look at this ad, huh? Isn't that a beautiful ad? It's going to happen, folks. The Festa della Familia Amici Family and Friends Celebration, Sunday, July 13th from 1 to 5 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun at the Casa Italiana in Stone Park. Everything opens at 11 o'clock. But not only is going to be Tony Ocean and the band there, Daniela Croco from the Jersey Girls performing by herself, as well as all three Jersey Girls. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mark the calendar outside for Sunday, July 13th. Thank you, Tommy, for the ad and the article. We appreciate it very much. So, if you're looking at our schedule, folks, busy. It doesn't stop. It's crazy. Also, our prayers go out to our friend, my son's, my son Tony's in-laws. Michelle Ramundi's mom had a little bit of a minor stroke, so our prayers go out to the Ramundi family. And I hope you guys are watching, and our prayers go out to the Ramundi family. Carlo Joseph, what's up? We missed you last night. And Tommy. Tommy didn't Carlo, Tommy, no show last night. Place was packed. Place was jumping. But we wish you guys a lot of fun. All right, National Beef Day. The 10th anniversary of National Beef Day. Who doesn't like a great beef? Nice beef, sausage, or maybe a little combo, sausage and peppers, a little hot jardiniere on there. Or some people like sweet peppers. I like the hot jardiniere. So happy National Beef Day. Tonight, game 2 of the New York Knicks against the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks lost that game. I can't believe they lost game 1, but it does happen. That's what sports are about, and hopefully they need to tie the series tonight. Kathy, yeah, Tommy did miss out. That's right. Tommy and Carlo both missed out. Anyway, yeah, so good luck to my New York Knicks tonight, folks. There's going to be the new Pope is in town, of course. The Pope Leo, Chicago, first American Pope. There's going to be a brewery right now for this weekend at the Burning Bush Brewery, ladies and gentlemen, on Rockwell in the city of Chicago, is putting out a brand new beer named after Pope Leo for this weekend only. So get out to the Burning Bush. Sounds like a strip joint. Burning Bush. Sounds like a strip joint. Burning Bush Brewery on Rockwell in Rockford, and try the new Pope Leo beer, specially made for the Pope. Yankees win again, unstoppable. There's Kathy. How you doing, guys? It's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's get to another sponsor, folks. Mary Grievous. That's right. Real estate at its finest. Don't just call you when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact her when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent, Mary Grievous at mgrievousstarkre.com, 630-688-1725, Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. She's great for all your real estate needs. That's Mary Grievous. And, of course, she books the NTD vacations. And it's time for the Chicago Music Cruise number 3, at least with me. Now, they've been doing, Seventh Heaven's been doing it for 20 years. I've been fortunate to be on 2, and we're going to do another one coming up in 2026, January 17th through January 25th, Chicago Music Cruise 2026. We're going to a brand new ship, and people are wondering why Seventh Heaven left Royal Caribbean. First of all, it was a mutual thing. Second of all, Royal Caribbean did not want to keep giving us special rates on rooms. They wanted to keep lowering the price. They didn't want to have bands on there anymore. This was the Royal Caribbean's decision. Didn't want to have bands anymore. They didn't like what the bands were offering, or they wanted special, that all the band members or the group all sit together and stuff like that. So Richie, of course, the machine that he is, Richie Hoffer, of course, from Seventh Heaven, kept the ball going and got a brand new ship. It's brand new. It kicks off in August. It's called the MSC World America. It's just like the Oasis of the Royal Caribbean. It's a big ship. It's a beautiful ship. It's a new ship. It's an Italian ship. It's going to be fantastic. It's 7 nights. Western Caribbean cruise. It's going to kick off in Miami. It's going to go to Honduras. It's going to go to Costa Maya. It's going to go to Cozumel, and then Ocean Cay, which is a private island owned by the World America. It's going to be January 17th to January 25th. Seventh Heaven, of course, and of course, Tony Ocean, the main event band. Nick Sahajas, the piano man, will be joining the Ocean band for that night, for that week, or for that 7 days. It's going to be fun, folks. $1,200 all in. Taxes, charges, $1,200. That's for the balcony. If you don't want a balcony, we're looking at $700 to $800. You can't beat this deal. Chicago Music Cruise, January 17th, January 25th, 2026, folks. Go to chicagomusiccruise.com, put in Tony Ocean, or give Mary a call, of course. Mary Grievous at 688-1725 and tell them I want to go on the ocean with Ocean and Seventh Heaven. Already people are booking already. I know my buddy Kenny's booking. I know Spins are booking. A lot of people are already jumping on this deal. So you got to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. What's not to have fun when you're out on the ocean? And then you got Seventh Heaven and you got Ocean in the band. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That I promise you, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm glad you guys are watching today. Why Royal Caribbean? Why lower prices? That's not right. Ryan, I agree with you, but that's Royal Caribbean's decision, even though their stocks are going down on their ship. So, hey, it's time to pull the plug, and it's now the beautiful World America, which is going to be a better ship. Everybody, thank you, Carol. Everybody should be considering, absolutely. Danny Raimondi, I hope Danny can join us on this cruise. The price is so low, it's going to be an Italian ship, Danny, the MSC World America. I'm excited. My ex-nickname, Burning, Megas 47's ex-wife's name is Burning Bush. Okay. You guys are good today. You guys, yeet. Billy Joel cancer store after brain disorder. Yeah. Okay. I believe that, but I also believe he didn't want to do anything with Springsteen because of his dumb political comments. Well, that's just my opinion. Everybody has them, right? We all have one. All right. So let's move on to this. If you are wondering what the best place to live in Illinois, according to U.S. World Report, Arlington Heights, Illinois, was voted the #1 place to live. Arlington Heights, Illinois. They're also voted the 56th best place in the United States. So Arlington Heights, shops, a lot of stuff going on over there. A lot of great places. So congratulations to the town of Arlington Heights, voted the #1 place to live in Illinois. There you go. Speaking of jobs coming to the United States, John Deere will spend $20 billion to expand to promote U.S. jobs, manufacturing, etc. John Deere, another company bringing business back here to the United States. John Deere, congratulations on that. Companies are coming left and right, man, bringing it back here. All right, folks, Memorial Day weekend, gas prices to be expectedly lower than they've been in decades. Prices are going down, folks, in certain parts. It's going to be way lower than it was 4 years ago, when our last president was. So it's going to be a lot lower, and we're going to be saving, and it's going to get better and better. So get ready. Jesus Christ, at least check out the facts. I got it, Boyd. I got it. I'm checking out the facts. I got it. You hear two sides of the story. I believe Billy Joel had brain problem. I believe it. That's why he's canceling. But I'm just saying, you never know. Two sides to every story. That's me. That's just the way I've always been. But thank you for that, Boyd. I appreciate that. Thank you, John Deere. I'm excited about that. I hope Billy Joel gets better with his brain problem. You know, it's not a fun thing to talk about. So our prayers go out to Billy Joel. All right, so we're talking about the NFL. We're talking about football. We're talking about how football has changed through the years. You can't tackle anybody anymore, right? You can't hit the quarterback. You can't do anything anymore. So it's almost like flag football. I mean, I got a feeling that maybe another 10 years from now, it will be flag football, where you grab the flag from the little bag, whatever, from the football player, from the quarterback's waist, right? So now the NFL is letting the big star players play flag football in the 2028 Summer Olympics. When they have football in the Summer Olympics, 2028, big stars can go and play football in the Summer Olympics, flag football. So, yes, we got that. Bears are moving to Arlington Heights. I heard that. Thank you again for that, Ryan. Robots. There you go. Why not? That's a great idea, Boyd. Why don't we just have robots play football? That's why they can beat the hell out of each other. Nobody gets hurt. They have to, no big extended contracts. That's a great idea. The robots. I think that works. Okay. President Trump made a comment about swapping out Pride Month for Veterans Month. Here's a better idea. Let them have Pride Month. They should have Pride Month. I have no problem with that. My problem was you have Pride Month, African American Month, this month, Irish Month, whatever it is, but never the veterans. Veterans was just Veterans Day. That's the beef that I have. Let everybody have their own month or half a month or whatever hell it is. I think it's important. If the Pride Month wants to have their month, God bless them. Nothing wrong with that. It's equal opportunity. It is what it is. It is the United States of America. But to give the veterans, the men and women who fought for our country, one day is a sin. It's horrible. It's disrespectful. So let's give them their month, Veterans Month. Why not? Make everybody happy. That's what we're trying to do here in the United States of America. Daryl Armistad, the professor, I will see you tonight. My brother, I will see you tonight. All right, so what else do we got going on? We got, like I said, busy with our schedule. We already know what's going on this week. Let me tell you what we got coming up next week. Next Wednesday on the 28th, we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle with Double T Toto. That's a 7:30 hit. Next Thursday, I will be on the 29th. We'll be at Village Pub in North Riverside. Great food over there. Haven't been there in a while. We love that place on the 29th. On the 31st, returning to Donnie G's. My last show in Elmwood Park and Donnie G's for this year. And, of course, Mama C, she wants me to have her son play in Elmwood Park. So we will definitely be there on the 31st. Ocean's Rat Pack on June 1st goes to Jamos in Mokina. On June 4th, Tony Ocean, the main event band, Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, Jerry Jams will be at the Westin Hotel in Lombard, Illinois on a Wednesday, June 4th. On June 7th, Tony Ocean, we're out to the beautiful Grand Geneva Hotel in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin on June 7th. On June 21st, we're back at the Getaway, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. French Country Inn. We're just there on Wednesday. Great show, but we're going to be there on a Saturday night. And that show is going to start at 6 o'clock p.m. And then just announced, for all you people that love going to see bands on the water, on the Fox River, that's right, folks, we'll be at the Barnyard Marina in Johnsburg, Illinois, Sunday, June 22nd. Jerry Jams, Lisa P, and Tony O. We're going to be times to be announced. Sunday, June 22nd. So think about that weekend, folks. You start off going to Lake Geneva, watch us at the Getaway, spend the night there at the French Country Inn, get up in the morning and drive or get to the Johnsburg area, which is about 15, 20 minutes from Lake Geneva. At another marina outside on the water, Barnyard Marina, June 22nd, Lisa P, Tony O, Jerry Jams, and we'll give you the times in the next couple days. So it's just another busy, crazy schedule here for the Ocean, and thank God for that. Let's talk about my buddy Louis Pipes, who performed last night. Thank you, Louis Pipes, for stopping by, you and Dana. And Louis, if you're watching, there's a package going out to Dana at your home today. All right, so Airtight windows and sidings. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Servicing Chicagoland for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight windows. Give Louis a call at 708-788-5000 and tell him Tony O sent you. Absolutely. Wow. It's beautiful. I hope, is there any other way? Let's see. Diana says, is there any other way than on the water? There is no other way. You're right, Deanna. Diana, nothing. I hope, Gabriel, congratulations. I hope everything is going well with your son. I'm glad you're listening. Vendor's mouth disrespect. I agree. Veterans Month should be a whole month, Ryan. Yes, I believe. Yeah, vet years, always us. You're right, Boyd. Absolutely. Sandra, totally agree about the veterans. They deserve a month. Frank, there he is. Frank's watching. Great job last. Well, thank you, Frank, and great job to you and Bill and your staff over there. You did a great job. Well, it's a great place to be. And now it's in Oak Brook, but now you can go June 4th and you can go to the Positanos in Wheaton. And I think we're going to be doing a show in July and August in the Wheaton location. Switch it around a little bit. So congratulations to Frank and Bill and the Positano staff. Wheaton, Illinois. There's my friend Mary. How you doing, Mary? Are you going to see the Thunderbolts? No, I am not going to see the Thunderbolts, Ryan. All right. Anyway, so we got more and more stuff to talk about. It just doesn't end here. We just got to keep the fires going. Isn't that a song? We didn't start. Oh. Anyway, here's the story. A janitor, a hardworking janitor, who worked at the same school for 40 years. He died. He died with over $8 million in his bank. He never earned more than $45,000 a year. He only bought dividend stocks. He reinvested every cent and never sold. He left all his money, all $8 million he left to a local library and a hospital. So shout out to this gentleman here. God bless you. For doing a good deed, saved his money and given it to people and places that need help. And I think it's very important. All right. One thing I think I mentioned before, with all these trying to solve cancer, cure this and cure that, and nothing ever seems to get cured. Maybe, and I think we've all known this for a long time, it's not that. I think it's the shit they're putting in our food that's killing us. I think it's leading up to all that. That's why they can't find cures for this stuff, because we keep eating shit. And we keep getting sick because the stuff that the big United States people, they put this shit in our food. The government knows what they're putting in our food. But just think about that. 10 interesting facts about food. Number 10, put 1 or 2 cloves in your mouth, helps lower blood pressure and stop coughing. Now, 2 bananas will provide you with enough energy for an intense 90-minute workout. You don't need to work out anymore. Just eat 2 bananas. That's simple. Smelling lemons helps you reduce nausea and the urge to vomit. Apples are more effective in walking up the morning. Apples are more effective than waking up in the morning than a cup of coffee. So instead of that cup of coffee, eat an apple. Broccoli contains more protein per calorie than a steak. 5, garlic fights bacteria. It compounds our natural antibiotics. Number 4, peppers trick your brain. 3, pineapples. You need up to 3 years to grow pineapples. Or if you're in Naperville and you're swinging, with the upside down pineapple, well, then that's your own business. Number 2, watermelons are 92% water. Perfect hydration piece of watermelon. And number 1, honey lasts forever. It never spoils, even after 3,000 years. Wow. Good stuff to know about food. I love it. And you know what? That's what I think it is. When we start eating stuff, can save us, eating better. And David, I agree with you 100%. Kennedy would take care of that food industry. Start reducing stuff. He's working steps by steps to remove all that poison and stuff that they're putting in our bodies. So I agree with you. Mayor Johnson is a joke, said Donald Trump fan. Yeah, well, let's not even talk. I'm not even going to waste my time talking about the mayor, but thank you, Ryan, for that. makes the lobbyists eat the junk food. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Boyd. Let them eat the lobbyists. Let them eat that food and get sick. That's a good one, brother. Should put that on a T-shirt, Boyd. Put that on a T-shirt. I agree. So interesting stuff about food, right, folks? Let's see. 8 social rules only 1% of people know. I don't know how they come up with this, but here it is. Number 8, watch first, talk later, smart people speak last. Now, that's a good one. I have sometimes a problem with that. Sometimes I jump real fast without actually listening sometimes. So I have to learn from that. Number 7, interrupting. Weak self-control. Let them finish. Sometimes I'm bad at that too, folks. Number 6, mirror their energy, not their chaos. Stay in control. I like that one. Number 5, praise people in public. Correct them in private. Respect goes viral. Great idea. Number 4, ask more, talk less. Listeners win hearts. I like that one. Number 3, gossip once, lose. People remember. Whew. Probably everybody goes through that. Number 2, the calmest voice controls the room. Power doesn't need to shout. Good point. And last but not least, silence. Arguments. Not every opinion needs a reply. 8 social rules only 1% of people know. Now, some more people know. I'm sure a lot of you people already knew that already. Talk about Governor DeSantis in Florida. You don't truly own your home if the government can tax you forever for living in it. Property tax punishes longtime homeowners. Let them live for free and clear. Governor DeSantis from Florida knows exactly what we're talking. You really don't own your home if they're going to keep taxing you forever. It makes complete sense. You don't truly own your home if the government can tax you forever while you're living in it. So even though you don't have those payments anymore, you still don't have the mortgage anymore, but you're still paying the taxes. So do you really own the home? Governor DeSantis, smart. There was a shooting in Washington, D.C. That might be happening right now. I don't know. Gina Fazio. Hi, Gina. Great seeing you Wednesday, you and your kids. I hope you're doing well. And we're going to be at the Thirsty Parrot this Sunday, Lake Como. Come on out, you guys. And back at the Getaway June 21st outside with the whole band. It's going to be good. Now, we're talking about bad stuff. We're talking about food chain. We're just talking about bad food in general, right? That's what I believe is killing us. But here's interesting. The most popular food chain in every state. Very, very interesting. I'm trying to look here. They show you a map of the United States, and then they show you what's the biggest, most popular food chain. And I'm going to go through just places that maybe we're all familiar with that some of our listeners are from. In Arizona, it's the In-N-Out Burger, #1 food chain. California, it's the In-N-Out Burger. Let's see. Florida, Chick-fil-A is the #1 fast food joint in Florida. Let's see here. Illinois, Chick-fil-A. I did not know that. Indiana, Chick-fil-A. Los Angeles, Chick-fil-A. I mean, it goes down. They show all 50 states. I'm just trying to look at some states that we're kind of familiar with and people that are from around here that listen. Wendy's is on there, Sonic Drive, Texas, Chick-fil-A. Culver's is Wisconsin, obviously, because it started in Wisconsin. But there's a lot of Chick-fil-A's taking over. Going down to KC, a rabbit hole, disgusting. Frankie Setta, another great entertainer. How you doing, Frankie? Hope you're doing well. We love you. We'll stop in both Parrot and Getaway. Great seeing you, too. Gina, I can't wait to see you, too, honey, again. Thank you so much. Ryan, will always be friends, my brother. Fishing is like boobs. That's right. Fishing, if you like fishing, just think about it. They're like breasts. They're like boobs, fishing. Even the small ones are fun to play with. That's right. That's what fishing. Boy, you can tell that I had no rest, folks, and I'm still alive. Now, here's something that's interesting. You're married, you and your wife, or you and your husband, or you and your mate, or your whatever your other, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, married all these years, and you end up doing a DNA test sometimes. There you go. Jeff Hunt, update on our buddy Jeff. Now, yesterday he was in San Antonio, Texas, and today he's in Houston. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston's not in this old Houston. Yeah, Dean Martin sings Houston. There you go. Frankie knows that. Yeah. Hey, Jeff, have fun in Houston. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Can't wait to see you when you get home. All right, so DNA test. Married couple. Eric, there are a lot of people hungry on Sundays in those Chick-fil-A states. Yes, they got to be. I never thought, I mean, I know Chick-fil-A is pretty good, but I didn't realize it's taking over a lot of the states' best fast food chain. The big ones are more experiment. Yeah. The big ones are more expensive, exciting to catch. Yes, absolutely, Patrice. How you doing, former Honey Bear? You should get Lulu and Doug. You know what? I tried, Boyd. I had Lulu and Doug on once when we first started the show, and I reached out to them many times. But I know Doug was having some health issues, so I'm hoping when I get him back on, I will definitely do that. But they were on the show, Boyd, just to let you know. There's Louis Pipes. Great seeing you last night, my buddy. And we already mentioned our good friend Lou and Airtight Windows. So great seeing you, my buddy. And expect a package in the mail. We put a package in the mail this morning for Dana, for Louis. So it's coming. Danny Nozak, what's up, brother? Happy Friday to you. Exciting. Darren Spellcheck. That's it, Patrice. All right, so let's get back to the story. Couples get married. They do a DNA test. Get this. You never had a Chick-fil-A. I had it once or twice. It's pretty good. Frankie Nino, what's going on, buddy? I know Frankie's probably getting the boat ready. You know, Frank, you're always out in Lake Geneva on you getting your boat. I never see you at one of our shows in Lake Geneva. So you need to come out. The 21st of June, Frankie, will be at the Getaway. French Country, and you can pull your boat right in there, brother. Hope you're doing well. Michael, good afternoon. All right, so let's get back to the topic we're talking about. Two men and women get married, or whatever it is that you get married, you do a DNA test. You find out that you're cousins. Whoa. Is that a shocker? Kevin Bacon and his lovely wife, I forgot her name, Sedwich, her last name, I don't know what her first name is. They took a DNA test and they found out they're cousins. Now, I know this is normal in Alabama, and, you know, like certain Kentucky and Mississippi, and they marry first cousins all the time. But this is interesting to know. They're cousins. They're cousins. They took a DNA test and they're cousins. First of all, wow, it's probably going to make it. Thank you, Nino, and I hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm wondering if how many people would take a DNA test on each other to see, and it's interesting to find out, Kevin Bacon, yeah, and his wife, they're cousins. Well, there's nothing you can do about it now. That's weird. I know a lot of people, hee-haw is right, Dave. I know a lot of people like in Italy and Greece, you can marry your first cousins. It's like normal. Certain places, they do that all the time. Not normal here in the United States, my opinion. Maybe if it's your fifth or sixth cousin, but, you know, I don't know. It's crazy world we live in. Doing a DNA test and finding out that your wife or husband is your first cousin. That's weird. Let's go to Jack Vayner Landscaping. Get your spring cleanup schedule, mulching, fertilizing, weed control. Also, plant design, service, and installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for 50 years. The North Shore for 50 years. Call Cousin Tommy at 847-432-5266. Tell him Tony O sent you. Cousin Tommy. All right. We are rolling today with a lot of fun facts and a lot of just shit. So let's get to the weather, folks. That's right. The JRC stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. This is the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. Today is 60 degrees, sunny day all day long, baby. The humidity is 50%, and the wind is 5 miles per hour. It is brought to you by the JRC Ace Hardware stores. The weather for today for Friday, May 23rd, Memorial Day weekend. Thank you, JRC Ace Hardware stores. All right, let's get to some more stuff. The bucket list. The bucket list. We all have a bucket list. Things you want to do, places you want to go. Here are 50 places you should visit before you die. I'm going to go through a couple and tell you which ones that I've been to. And if you feel like telling me if you've been there, feel free. New York City, number one. Been there many times. Grand Canyon, seen it. Yes, been there. Disney World, been there. New Orleans, been there. San Antonio Missions, no, but I've been to the waterfront. Niagara Falls, slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. Niagara Falls, yes, want to go back. Golden State Bridge, yes, been there. Great Smoky Mountains, no. And not been to the Smoky Mountains that I can remember, because that's one I want to go. I want to go camping there. Washington, D.C., yes, I've been there. Old Faithful, yes. South Beach, unfortunately, yes, I've been. I don't know who's a guy, who's a girl. It's pretty weird out there. I mean, it's beautiful, but pretty weird out there. The Narrows, never been there. Santa Fe, I don't think I've been there, no. Pacific Coast, yes. Arlington Cemetery, no. Nashville, yes. Freedom Trail, no. Joshua Tree, no. Road to Hannah, no. Red Rocks, no. Horseshoe Bend, no. Austin, yes. Space Needle, no. Mount Rushmore, yes, twice. Want to go back. I want to see the Crazy Horse monument. Albuquerque, no. I've not been there. No. Griffith Observatory, no. No. Been to Las Vegas, yes. Charleston, no. Independent Hall. Hot Springs, Arkansas, no. Redwood National Park. I want to get some more national parks. Alaska, yes, I've been there. A lot of these I've not. Minnesota Lakes, yes, I've been there. Kentucky Derby, no. Mackinac Island, I think I went when I was a kid. Never been to Santa Monica. Space Center, no. Rocky Mountains, no. Fenway Park, no. Alcatraz, no. So there's a lot of places. If you go camping in the Smoky Mountains, you better bring mouthwash. Why is that? Boyd, why do I need to bring mouthwash if I go camping in the Smoky Mountains? You need to bring mouthwash anywhere. But I'm sure there's going to be a good joke coming to this. Boyd, why do you need to bring mouthwash when you go camping in the Smoky Mountains? They should do the Pride and Parade in South Beach and leave it there. There you go. That's what I love about this show. You guys aren't afraid. You guys are not afraid to just let it all out. That's what I love about this show. It's live. Let it all out. No matter what your opinion is, you got to let it go. And you know what? It's good. Everybody should have one. And here's something. We were just talking about gas. Here, talking about gas getting low. Once we start drilling oil for ourselves here in the United States, don't be surprised if gas drops below $2 a gallon. Lighter for smoking, yes. Drill, baby, drill. President Donald Trump, drill, baby, drill. Now listen to this. Most Japanese schools do not employ janitors or custodians. Now we do in our schools. We hire janitors and custodians to take care of the school, clean the school, empty the garbage, do whatever they got to do, right? Make it clean. Not in Japan. The Japanese education systems believes that requiring students to clean the school themselves teaches respect and responsibility and accountability. Wow. Do you imagine if they did that here in the States? Not only did the kid have to go to school, but then part of his class or his credit, you have to clean the school. You want to sharpen up these kids these days, folks? The younger generation, the Gen Z generation, whatever they are, I don't even know what it is. Have them start cleaning the school. Blue states have the highest taxes on gasoline. Oh, good one there. That's true. That is true. Civil rights investigation, according to Fox News. I think Dave shared this. Justice Department probe into Chicago race biased hiring. I told you I didn't want to talk about our mayor, but watch out, buddy. Now, let's step back on this just for a second, because we all know that when power and the people who you know, it's not what you know a lot of times, it's who you know. People hire people because of family, friends. I know a guy, this guy's good, he get hired. Give them responsibility. That's a good idea. I think so, Frank. I think so, Boyd. I think you're right. But we got to see about this mayor. And, it's getting to the point where they're even, the civil rights investigation. I mean, they're coming down on this stuff. Justice Department is coming down on this stuff. Now, whether anything is going to happen with it, but we'll see it. Oscar Mayer. Hot dogs? No, we're talking about the Wienermobile. Boy, we're talking about the burning bush today. We're talking about boobs, and now we're talking about wieners. On a Friday to kick off the holiday weekend, folks. Yes, boy, this is crazy today. This is Oscar Mayer is hitting the racetrack with the debut of the very first Weenie 500. You can't even say it with a straight face. The Weenie 500, a competition that will see the brand's iconic Wienermobiles racing on the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There you go. Whole bunch of Weenie mobiles. Michael, you have a great weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and be safe out there, brother. Yeah, so Oscar Mayer doing that. You never know. Mark Rubio, I like him. He's crushing it. Secretary of State, yes, Mark Rubio destroys senator who drank margaritas with the MS-13 gang member. Sat around and drank margaritas. Give him a Rubio. Give him hell, pal. Give him hell. Ford. We already talked about John Deere bringing U.S. stuff back here to the United States. Ford is moving 4 factories back to the United States, along with 25,000 high-paying jobs. But please keep telling me that the tariffs don't work. The tariffs do work. Ford bringing 4 factories back here to the United States with 25,000 high-paying jobs. Congratulations to Ford, John Deere, and everybody else that's doing what's right here in the United States of America. You are what you eat. Good point, Boyd. At some point, we need to quit asking who needs to pay more taxes and focus on where the hell is all the money going. That's what we were talking about. You don't even own your own home. After you pay off the mortgage, you're still getting taxed. Why? Love it. Rubio, all of them are great. Pam Bondi, fantastic. Dave, they're doing a great job, buddy. I believe with you 100%. 100%. You're watching Ocean Spit and talking about doing a great job. How about my friend Wendy and Craig from Imperialux? Imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, and making your dream retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson and Craig Coughlin help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. Never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Give them a call at 630-890-1213 or book them on Calendly for a free consultation to start building the retirement you deserve. Give them a call at 630-890-1213. That's Imperialux. Wendy and Craig Thompson doing what they need to do and help you becoming your own bank. We got 10 minutes left on Ocean's Pit. Don't forget tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, Villaggio in Roselle with the main event band. And Sunday, the Thirsty Parrot, Lake Como, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, this Sunday from 2 to 5 with the main event band. And then later on that evening, I'll be at the Bigfoot Country Club with Ocean's Rat Pack for a private show. Why most people will never be rich. Everybody always wants to be rich, but the more rich you are, the more headaches, the more shit that happens to you. You ever notice that? I agree with you. Yes, Linda McMahon is doing very good. Yeet! Why most people will never be rich. Number 11, not learning new things. Number 10, constantly making excuses. Number 9, spending more than they. Number 8, not setting any financial goals. Number 7, failing to make any investments. 6, assuming rich people just got lucky. 5, focusing on saving instead of earning. 4, taking advice from unsuccessful people. 3, being too scared of failure to do anything. 2, making career choices based on society and parents. And number 1, why most people will never get rich. Believing a 9-to-5 job is the only way to live your life. Pretty interesting stuff. Talking about JFK Jr. Do you support JFK Jr. banning trans surgery on children? Yes, I support this. Who doesn't support this? Who has a problem with this has a problem with us. Leave, as Pink Floyd said, leave the kids alone. Let these kids grow up. Let them make their own decision, whatever they want to do. Stop this surgery on kids, this trans surgery on children. Let them become adults to some point. Let them know what's going on. Let them get a speeding ticket. Let them break a window. Let them get arrested for something. Driving me crazy. All right. How many great names in the world? There's a lot of great names. Everybody thinks we have all the best names. Now, when I tell people my real name is Mauricio, they go, oh, what a beautiful name. It is a beautiful name. I got it. It's hard to pronounce. Some people mispronounce it. But you ever wonder what's the most famous or most beloved name in the world? I found out. That's right. I can tell you here, folks. Study says the most beautiful name in the world. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Here it comes. Sophia. Sophia here. Jeff, with your Pacers. They got lucky. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Knicks tonight, tie the game. Anyway, the most beautiful name is Sophia. A recent scientific study has crowned the Greek name Sophia as the most beautiful name in the world. Conducted by Dr. Bodo Winter, a linguist at the University of Birmingham. The research evaluated 100 names for appeal, rhythm, emotional renaissance. Sophia constantly ranks highest due to the soft, harmonious vowels. Sophia Loren, Sophia Coppola, Sophia, for the most beautiful name in the world. Go Knicks. You got it. We're going to hold off on that one. Just trying to go through different stuff here. Maha's new chief medical advisor calls for nationwide ban on the mRNA COVID vaccines. The FDA is going to stop this too. They're going to stop letting these COVID vaccines out there that killing people when they take them. Even though I'm not a doctor, I can't prove it. But I know there's something just not right. I know from a lot of different people who have taken that shot feel completely different. So I don't know what's going to happen, folks. We're going to have to do more and more study, but I believe there's something wrong with it and they should ban it. You should have to pass a drug test to receive welfare, since I must pass one to earn it for you. Love these quotes that you guys are sending. Good stuff. Chris Brown, I don't know who he is. There are 47 more, you are 40% more likely to get sick at Disney if you touch the handrails. Well, that makes sense. It's like anything. The only reason why they're targeting Disney is because there's more kids there. But you can probably say that at any amusement park, any zoo, right? Because there's kids on those handles. It's not just kids, it's adults too. But 40% of people get sick at Disney. It makes sense. This was interesting. Going to concerts every 2 weeks can add 9 years to your life. I believe that. I'm not just talking about major concerts. I think getting out of the house and going to see live music. According to 2018 study, now this is 2018, a lot of things have changed before then, but study on Goldsmith University, attending concerts frequently is directly linked with increasing longevity due to positive impact on your well-being. The report found that those who go to live shows once or every 2 weeks are more likely to experience happiness, contentment, productivity, self-esteem, highest level. You're enjoying the concerts. You're enjoying things. You're out. Of course it's positive. Of course it's going to add to your life instead of sitting home and with the remote. Can't go out. Too tired. I think it's a good thing. That's probably just like going to see sports events or anything. I think it's a good thing. Good thing. So get out and support. There you go. Las Vegas in trouble. Let's see. Facial recognition checks now mandatory for Canadians entering the U.S. by car. So if you're driving to Canada through your car, now they're going to do face. They should just do that for everything. Get rid of the driver's license. Get rid of the state IDs. Get rid of all that stuff. Just do the face where you go through and they put the face recognition, and this is who it is. I think that's good. But they're going to start doing that now when you go into Canada. How about a good dog story? You know how much I love dogs. Man pushes his dying dog up a mountain in a wheelbarrow for one last adventure together. Carlos Fresco took his beloved Labradoodle, Monty, who was suffering from leukemia, on a final journey to the Penway fan using a wheelbarrow. They used to always do their walks there. How cool is that? And the dog can't walk anymore. So he puts him in and just goes to that walk to make his dog feel good. That's pretty cool. That's a good story. And it brings tears to my eyes because, you know me, I can, that's sad. Sad and beautiful all at the same time. Dennis, my good buddy Dennis from Lake Geneva, I will see you this Sunday at the Parrot Bell. What happened to the spring warmer weather? I know, Dennis, but we all know that always usually shitty on Memorial Day. I can always remember that when I got older. Now, when I was a kid, a lot of times it was good. Last thing for you folks here before we say goodnight, or say goodbye, excuse me. No idea what the hell he's talking. Better yet, no idea what the F-U-C-K he's talking about. Epstein brother scarfs at Kash Patel and suicide claim. Mark Epstein, the brother of you-know-who, knows his brother didn't kill himself. No matter what Washington says, President Trump reportedly grew upset after seeing recent images of dead and wounded Middle Eastern youth. And why did the Biden administration spy on Tulsi Gabbard? Because she's a terrorist. Give us a break. All this stuff he's talking about, we all know himself. We know that Epstein was not killed, did not commit suicide. They killed him. His brother says the same thing. And anybody that believes that he committed suicide is an idiot. Well, karma's a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can say. Karma's a bitch. And we're going to leave it on that. Try to leave it on a positive note. God bless you, folks. All right. So, first of all, I want you all to have an incredible weekend because that's what's important to do. Go out and enjoy. Get out of town. Get in your car. Go drive somewhere. Go see live entertainment. Go see a live establishment. Get out. Go take a walk. Go fishing. Go camping. Do whatever. Do whatever makes you happy, but do it. Enjoy the holiday. And again, I want to thank you. Happy Memorial Day for all the men and women who fought for our country. Thank you so much, our veterans and people in our military that fight for our lives every day. That's what Memorial Day is about, folks, to remembering the people, the men and women who fought for our country, not just a day off. Remember, veterans, never forget. It's important. Never forget. Birthdays for Friday, May 23rd. John Wayne, the Duke. His birthday is actually the 26th, but since I love him so much, I want to give him an early birthday. The Duke. That's right. Your grandma wears cowboy boots. John Wayne. Dave Eisenberger, or Dave Iyenberg, 61, from Chicago Med. Plays the fireman, right? Reggie Jackson, Mr. September, New York Yankees. Cher, what is she now, 80 years old? With her 22-year-old boyfriend. Happy birthday. Sharon Stone, 67 years old. James Earl Jones. Luke, I am your father. 83 years old. Warren Beatty, actor, 88 years old. Sir Elton John, 78 years old. Eric Roberts, Charlie, they got my thumb. 69 years old. John Natale, another great singer, John Anthony, and the singer in Chicago. Again, Gina's daughter. Gianna, happy 20th birthday to you. Phil Collins, Genesis, 74. Buzz Aldrin, first astronaut to go to the moon, 95 years old. Billy Martin, the greatest ever Major League Baseball manager, of course, of the New York Yankees. Billy Martin, birthday. Huey Lewis, 75 years old. And Deborah Winger, 70 years old. Deborah Winger, actress. All right, folks, it's it. It's come to the end of the hour. No more fun. Time to go home. I want you all to have an incredible weekend. Don't forget our good friends from Ace Hardware. Is the place. Buy local, shop local. Make the JRC Ace Hardware Stores your grilling destination. They have a large variety of grills on display with free assembly, delivery on grill purchases, $3.99 or more. And check out all the selection of rub, spices, and barbecue sauces. Hey, if you're looking to move this weekend, how about a U-Haul truck? And now let's get it from the great stores of our good friends from Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, and now Warrenville. Have a large fleet of trucks, best prices in town, 3 ways to make a reservation. Call the store, walk in, visit the U-Haul desk, or go to uhaul.com. Choose one of your Ace stores and your location and make a reservation. They're here for all your moving needs, personal, business, and small loads. They have you covered. Tune up that lawnmower, $105 plus parts. They're your neighborhood powerhouse. And download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, it's time for us to go. Again, tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, Bellagio in Roselle. And Sunday, Thirsty Parrot, Lake Como, Lake Geneva, 2 to 5. Be kind to one another, folks. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. And if you're offended with this show or anything on TV or anything on the radio, shut it off. Change the channel. It's that simple. And just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't mean you're right. But be kind to everybody. We're all going through some crazy shit in the world. Be kind. Everybody's got their opinion. Thank God we have an opinion. Thank God we can still do that. But enjoy life. Have fun. Be safe. Ringo Starr says, peace and love. We got to go, folks. Happy Memorial Day. We'll be back here on Tuesday, Twisted Tuesday. No show on Monday. I'm fishing all day. God bless you, everybody. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from town.